What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Black Ronin back on that again with a new video. Of course, I got my little special guest back on that again. Been a little minute since y'all seen him, but Black Widow. Say hey, Black Widow. Black Widow says hey, y'all. But guys, back on that again with a new video, new topic today. But guys, I gotta talk about something a little different outside the body game. I'm gonna touch on it a little bit. You know, I used to talk about a lot of working out and how it helps you improve your life, but I want to dedicate this video more to people around my age group, Gen Z, young men out there, young women out there. But guys, I gotta talk about three biggest lies I think we was told as young people, especially as young men. But number one, going to college is a path to guaranteed success. Like, nah, that's in this day and age is cap. With our economy right now, nah. Like, at the end of the day, it's best to stay out of debt. Now, unless you get a full ride scholarship, then I would say it'll make more sense to go to college. But if you ain't got no full ride scholarship or come from a rich family that can just pay for all that, I wouldn't waste my time with college, in my personal opinion. But I will say, I'm not knocking it. If you want to go be a doctor or something, then I would say that's when it's worth it. But at the same time, it's just like, over time, you may not even like it. And you're going to be in school for pretty much, what, 7+ years? So a long time in school. Like, that's... Like, and then on top of that, the dropout rate, when it comes down to people who go to college and drop out, that's pretty up there. So, you know, it has to be a serious question you got to ask yourself before you go jump and make a move like that, in my personal opinion. And plus, there are just other options that you can just make money with, you know. You just work a blue-collar job for right now and build something on the side like I'm doing. Like, I'm working just a normal job. And also, you know, I'm trying to build this YouTube channel. I do a few other stuff. I do entertainment on the side, so acting and filmmaking on the side. And also, you know, I'm still learning about stocks and stuff, so, you know, trading. So I'm always teaching myself and learning new stuff, and I'm being around a bunch of group of people who can help me with that. But yeah, you know, I'm just trying to build something outside of just working, you know. So that's why I'm grinding so hard with this YouTube channel, you know, not just for myself, but also help people as well, help people get in shape and work out. This is really what my channel kind of is, more like a fitness lifestyle type of channel. So that's what I'm trying to do with this channel. Then I got another channel, Dagger Films, where I talk about filmmaking, TV shows, movies, and I'm like a commentator on that channel. So Dagger Films, if you guys ever want to check that out over there, probably link or something below, something like that. But yeah, you know, so that's what I'm working on. And also, I'm planning on getting into live streaming too, so I'm just doing a bunch of stuff. But that's really how you gotta be nowadays in this day and age. You know, one source of income just ain't enough no more. You know, this ain't the 1950s, 40s. You know, where you can live pretty good without a problem, no type of issues. You know, well, I shouldn't say no type of issues, but you can live a lot more comfortable back then than right now. But it's all good, you know. That's why, you know, you just keep on going and keep on pursuing. But yeah, college is probably the biggest lie that is told to us that we gotta go to. Like, I never went to college. I thought about it, but I'm still doing okay for myself. Sure, I'm not as far as I like to be, but at the end of the day, I'm far more happier, you know, not going to college and building something and looking forward to a future with something that I'm building myself, and also with great people around me. I like that. Just gives me a lot more purpose and drive with life in general. So that's really important in my personal opinion. But that's just me. You might want to go to college. Your parents may force you. It is what it is. But I think that is the biggest lie, that you have to go to college to be successful. So that's number one. Number two, putting off women until you get your money right as a man. Now, women, you know, I don't know. Actually, you know what? Now I think about it, women kind of got the same mindset too, especially our age, and you're from 18 to early 20s. You know, get your career, get your lifestyle in order, then worry about that stuff later. I understand the logic behind it, but at the same time, like, you shouldn't go, because there was a time where I would just so focus on the money where I was blocking out everything. I was blocking out literally doing anything else. Like, I was even neglecting my body at one time. There was a time your boy was a bit chubby over here. As you can see, I had the man boobs coming in. It wasn't a good sight. And yeah, and I wasn't feeling great. You know, my drive was starting to go down. And like, yeah, and then and like putting off everything else, putting off women, putting off all this other stuff, you know, as I was focused on trying to get a lot of money. And reality is, you know, most men ain't finna get rich. Most people in general ain't gonna get rich, and that's okay. But I really live a life, you know, hey, as long as I can work and make a decent, okay amount of money and be debt free, you know, and still building to something in the future, like my YouTube channel and a few other stuff, I'm happy, you know. So I know that's not everybody out there, but you know, I don't think you should just push off relationships and all that stuff. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you're only young for a little bit of time. And when you're old and you look back, you don't want to look back and be like, all I did was just grind. I ain't had no fun. So, like, I'm not saying we're not supposed to grind, but I mean, it's like, it's got to be a balance of that. And I'm so glad I realized that young versus being in my 40s or 50s, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm very, very glad I realized that. But a lot of people, especially young men, thinking they got to just like blow off all that stuff. Like, nah. Then on top of that, you know, you want to get to know people as well, you know, like you want to build your confidence, you know. Like a lot of dudes don't even approach no girls, so the fact you out there doing that, that's outstanding, you know. So nowadays, a lot of people don't even do that. They be like, oh, I ain't got my money together, I ain't got this together. Like, listen, like things can still work out. I can tell you that much. But yeah, that's second thing I gotta say. You know, don't put off a bunch of people, put off women and stuff. That's number two. And that's the biggest lie ever. You know, go get your money first and neglect everything else. It's crazy to me. So I'm not saying you shouldn't be going hard with stuff, but there should be a fine balance, in my opinion. And number three, you need to get in debt and build a great credit score to live an awesome life. That is big cap right there. Like, I'm so tired of people saying like, oh, you need to work on your credit, build your credit. And I'm just like, for what? Like, have you seen the economy? Like, have you seen how hard it is to get a house? Like, in fact, most people nowadays, my generation, probably won't ever get the chance to buy a house, sadly. And if they do, they gonna be cutting it really close, because like the housing markets continue to go up and up. But I will say there is something new or coming in through the horizon. You got the tiny homes, which I'm looking at one of those too in the future. You know, I'll start making. Hey guys, my camera had cut off by mistake, and I don't know what's going on with my camera, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this video real quick. But guys, like I was saying before, you know, yeah, like with tiny homes and stuff, that's really the future when it comes down to it. And it is crazy how your dollar just doesn't really go anywhere anymore. But like, I'm not ruling out credit and building that all completely, but I'm just saying it's not really a smart option for the average young man, and it's not something people should continue to just tell us, you know, to do to just really make it out here, because that's not true at all, in my personal opinion. And it's far better to be debt free. You're gonna be less stressed, in my opinion. As long as you're comfortable with not getting a lot of the latest new stuff at all times, you know, it's okay. You know, me personally, I'm cool with the basic stuff, you know. Like, I'm not a materialistic person. That's really comes from me raised pretty differently in a household, you know, raising up Christian. Still Christian to this day, but, you know, I'm still working, trying to get better and stuff, but like everybody out there. But, you know, I think that was definitely part of it. But yeah, you know, I'm just naturally not really a materialistic person, really care about a lot of newest and latest stuff. But I can't speak for all Gen Z out there. You know, some of y'all want that new car and new this and that. I'm not knocking it, but it's just like, at the end of the day, like, it really don't matter, you know, like, cause there's other ways to get around, there's other ways to do things, you know. So honestly, I find it quite better, you know. I just like the fact that money ain't getting snatched out of my account all the time just because, oh, I went to go lease this, went to go lease that, you know. Just putting on a show. A lot of people do that here, putting on a show when they ain't really got it like that. So yeah, I ain't trying to play that game. But then on top of that, one wrong move with credit can mess you up long term. So that's just how I look at it. I'm not saying I'm not gonna build it, you know, try to get it kind of decent, but I'm gonna look at it more as something for emergencies only. That's how I look at credit. You know, Lord forbid I gotta go to hospital or something. Then that's when I'll go ahead and take credit a bit more seriously, pull out whatever how much I need to do, you know, to get myself right, or pay for a plane ticket to go fly me overseas and, you know, get treated over there just to save a lot of money. But that's really how I look at it, guys. I think credit is just overrated, building in everything, because the dollar is no longer as stronger and powerful as it used to be. So there's really, I'm not going to say there's no reason to build it, but for the most part, you're not getting a whole lot of advantages from building credit nowadays, because like not only you have to pay back, like what you owe, and then also the banks, of course, they're going to get their interest and everything. So I don't know, man. It's just a massive fiasco nowadays. And then on top of that, I've seen people who live pretty good too, very, very good lives, who are debt free. Like there's a channel I watch called Cycle Cruiser back when I was into motorcycles. I still am into motorcycles to this day. But when I used to, watch his channel when I was trying to get my first motorcycle, I seen that he was debt free, and his whole story and everything, I thought it was so unique, and how he just buying properties, he got this, he got that, and he's debt free. And I was just like, man, that's how I'm trying to be. So that's just me, guys. Let me know what you guys think. It's your boy Black Ronin. Like and subscribe, share. I would say Black Widow. Tell everybody bye, but yeah, the camera's messing up today. So we'll be catching y'all next video. Y'all have a good one.